Welcome to Frema Audiobooks, where clarity replaces confusion and real-world knowledge takes precedence over hype. And we're glad you're here for an audiobook that pulls back the curtain on one of the most talked about success stories in the world. If you have ever wondered how people actually make money in Dubai beyond social media highlights, luxury images, and surface-level narratives, then this audiobook is designed for you, because it focuses on reality, structure, and strategy rather than illusion. Today's audiobook is titled How People Really Make Money in Dubai, and it explores the genuine pathways through which individuals build income, businesses, and long-term wealth in the city, from entrepreneurship and investments to skilled professions, systems, and discipline. Dubai is not a place where money appears magically, but a place with opportunity rewards preparation, consistency, and value creation. And throughout this audiobook, you will learn what works, what doesn't, and why many people misunderstand success here. Before we begin, take a moment to subscribe to Frema Audiobooks. Like this audiobook, share it with someone curious about Dubai opportunities, and leave a comment telling us where you are listening from, because your support helps this channel continue delivering honest, practical insights that empower people to make smarter financial and career decisions. Before we begin, it is important to know that this audiobook is carefully structured into 8 chapters, each designed to reveal the real, practical ways people build income and wealth in Dubai beyond the myths and surface-level narratives. Each chapter builds on the previous one. So by the end of this audiobook, you will understand not only how money is made in Dubai, but why certain approaches work consistently while others fail. This chapter is essential because most people arrive in Dubai with distorted expectations shaped by social media, marketing, and visible luxury, rather than an understanding of how money is actually earned, sustained, and grown. In this chapter, you will learn what money in Dubai truly represents, how income is created through systems rather than appearances, and why many people struggle financially despite living in a wealthy city. You will understand the difference between visible wealth and real financial stability. You will learn why Dubai rewards value creation rather than entitlement. You will discover why opportunity alone does not guarantee success. You will gain clarity on how effort, skill, and positioning interact. You will understand why discipline matters more than location. You will learn why many newcomers misunderstand the environment. You will see how expectations shape outcomes. You will gain a realistic framework for thinking about money here. And by the end of this chapter, you will have a grounded understanding that protects you from costly assumptions and prepares you for informed decisions. The first truth about money in Dubai is that wealth is not evenly distributed, automatic, or guaranteed. And the city does not reward presence, but performance. Many people assume that simply being in Dubai creates income opportunities. But successful individuals understand that money flows toward those who solve problems, deliver value, and operate within systems. Income is earned through skills, businesses, investments, and execution rather than location alone. High costs of living quickly expose poor financial planning. Competition is intense across industries. Employers and markets expect results, not effort alone. Performance standards are high. Comfort zones are punished financially. Visibility does not equal profitability. Luxury lifestyles are often financed, not owned. Real wealth is usually quiet. Stability comes from structure, not image. Understanding this truth prevents disillusionment. Another reality is that many people earning high incomes in Dubai are also under significant financial pressure, because income without management does not create wealth. Large salaries are often matched by high expenses. Lifestyle inflation consumes earnings quickly. Social comparison drives unnecessary spending. Credit and financing mask instability. Many high earners live paycheck to paycheck. Savings are often neglected. Long-term planning is delayed. Emergency buffers are absent. Stress increases despite income. True wealth requires control, not just cash flow. Discipline separates comfort from chaos. Financial literacy determines outcomes. This explains why income alone is misleading. Dubai also operates as a results-driven environment, where money is tied directly to measurable contribution rather than seniority or entitlement. Businesses reward efficiency, scalability, and impact. Sales, performance metrics, and outcomes matter more than titles. Employees are evaluated continuously. Entrepreneurs must prove demand. Investors seek returns, not ideas. Clients expect quality and speed. Markets move quickly. Adaptability is essential. Those who cannot deliver are replaced. Those who improve are rewarded. Accountability is constant. Learning curves are steep. Value creation determines income trajectory. This environment favors those who execute consistently. Another important truth is that most people who succeed financially in Dubai treat money as a system, not as isolated events or opportunities. They plan income sources intentionally. They manage expenses carefully. They invest strategically. They diversify earnings. They build buffers for uncertainty. They separate personal and business finances. They think long-term. They avoid emotional decisions. They track performance regularly. They adjust strategies over time. They understand compounding. They design stability deliberately. This systematic approach creates resilience. Without systems, income remains fragile. Many misunderstandings about money in Dubai come from confusing visibility with success, because luxury cars, branded lifestyles, and social media presence are not reliable indicators of financial health. Appearances are often leveraged. Debt is normalized. Marketing exaggerates outcomes. Success stories are simplified. Failures are hidden. The full journey is rarely shown. Real wealth is often boring. Sustainable income lacks glamour. Consistency is invisible. Discipline is quiet. Planning happens privately. Long-term thinkers avoid display. This misunderstanding leads many to copy surface behavior instead of underlying strategy. Clarity prevents imitation mistakes. It is also important to understand that Dubai rewards those who align themselves with demand rather than passion alone, because markets here are efficient and competitive. Skills that solve problems earn income. Businesses that meet demand grow. Investments that match economic trends perform better. Passion without market fit struggles. Emotional attachment clouds judgment. Data guides decisions. Timing matters. Adaptation is necessary. Global trends influence local opportunity. Those who study demand position themselves better. Those who ignore it struggle. This reality emphasizes the importance of research and awareness. Opportunity follows preparation. Another truth is that patience plays a major role in financial success in Dubai, because rapid success stories are rare and often misunderstood. Most successful individuals experience slow beginnings. They invest years before results accelerate. They endure uncertainty. They refine strategies repeatedly. They fail quietly. They learn continuously. They build networks gradually. They compound effort. They reinvest earnings. They delay gratification. They focused on sustainability. Sudden success is often preceded by invisible work. Understanding this protects against unrealistic expectations. Patience becomes a competitive advantage. Ultimately, understanding the truth about money in Dubai creates clarity, resilience, and realistic expectations, which are essential for making smart decisions in a high-opportunity but high-pressure environment. Reality replaces illusion. Structure replaces guessing. Awareness replaces imitation. Discipline replaces impulse. Systems replace luck. Long-term thinking replaces urgency. Confidence replaces confusion. Preparation replaces entitlement. Value replaces appearance. Learning replaces assumption. Control replaces stress. And once you understand how money really works in Dubai, you are no longer chasing stories, but positioning yourself for real, sustainable progress. Now that you understand the reality behind money in Dubai and the difference between illusion and structure, the next step is to explore the actual income pathways people use to earn money consistently. In the next chapter, we will break down the real sources of income in Dubai and explain why some people succeed while others struggle in the same environment. This chapter is important because many people believe there is only one way to make money in Dubai, when in reality, income here comes from multiple structured pathways that reward value, specialization, and execution. In this chapter, you will learn the main ways people earn money legally and consistently in Dubai. We'll understand why some income sources scale while others remain limited. You will discover how skills translate into earning power. You will learn why systems outperform effort alone. You will understand the role of businesses and employment. You will see how professionals build high incomes. You will learn how entrepreneurs create leverage. You will understand why diversification matters. You will gain clarity on sustainable income versus temporary earnings. You will learn why some people plateau financially. You will understand how income evolves over time. And by the end of this chapter, you will clearly see the real earning mechanisms that work in Dubai. One of the most common income sources in Dubai is salaried employment. But success within this path depends heavily on skill level, industry, and performance rather than job title alone. High-paying roles are concentrated in sectors like finance, technology, sales, engineering, healthcare, and management. Employers reward results, not tenure. Skills that are scarce earn premiums. Continuous learning increases earning potential. Performance-based bonuses are common. Job mobility is high. Competition is intense. International experience adds value. Certifications increase credibility. Soft skills influence advancement. Negotiation matters significantly. Salaries grow with responsibility, not time. Employment works best when treated strategically. Another major income pathway is professional services, where individuals monetize expertise directly rather than relying solely on salaries. Consultants, freelancers, advisors, and specialists earn based on value delivered. This path rewards credibility and results. Income is often project-based. Pricing reflects expertise, not hours. Reputation drives opportunity. Networks play a critical role. Quality determines repeat business. Flexibility increases earning potential. Skills must remain relevant. Personal branding matters. Client relationships compound income. Systems increase efficiency. Professional services work best when structured. Entrepreneurship represents one of the most powerful income generators in Dubai, but also one of the most misunderstood. Businesses earn money by solving problems at scale. Revenue comes from customers, not ideas. Execution determines survival. Margins matter more than sales volume. Cash flow determines stability. Systems enable growth. Teams replace individual effort. Entrepreneurs often earn less. Initially, income grows with structure. Risk is higher early on. Patience is essential. Successful businesses compound earnings. Entrepreneurship rewards discipline more than ambition. Investment income is another key source of money in Dubai, but it is built gradually rather than instantly. Real estate provides rental income. Businesses generate dividends. Markets offer returns over time. Capital must be protected. Risk must be managed. Returns compound with patience. Leverage must be used cautiously. Income is often irregular initially. Long-term planning is required. Education reduces losses. Diversification stabilizes outcomes. Investments work best alongside other income. Passive income is built, not found. Many successful individuals combine multiple income sources to create stability and growth. Salaries provide foundation. Businesses add scalability. Investments add long-term security. Professional services add flexibility. Diversification reduces stress. Income streams complement each other. Dependency on one source is reduced. Flexibility increases opportunity. Risk is spread intelligently. Growth becomes smoother. Financial confidence improves. Time freedom increases gradually. This layered approach is common among high earners. A critical factor in income success is understanding that Dubai rewards systems more than effort alone. Systems allow income to continue without constant presence. Businesses use processes. Professionals use frameworks. Investors use strategies. Employees use performance systems. Systems reduce burnout. Systems increase predictability. Systems improve scalability. Systems support consistency. Without systems, income remains fragile. With systems, income stabilizes. Long-term earners focus on systems early. Structure replaces chaos. Another reality is that income growth in Dubai is tied to adaptability. Because industries evolve quickly and outdated skills lose value fast. Continuous learning is essential. Market awareness matters. Skills must be updated. Demand shifts frequently. Those who adapt earn more. Those who resist stagnate. Technology accelerates change. Global trends influence earnings. Flexibility creates opportunity. Learning increases resilience. Curiosity improves positioning. Adaptation sustains income. Growth follows relevance. Ultimately, real income in Dubai comes from alignment between skills, value, systems, and demand rather than luck or location. Money flows toward usefulness. Structure protects earnings. Discipline sustains growth. Diversification increases stability. Learning multiplies opportunity. Systems reduce dependency. Patience compounds results. Awareness improves decisions. Strategy replaces guessing. Income becomes intentional. And when income is built this way, financial progress becomes predictable rather than accidental. Now that you understand where money actually comes from in Dubai, the next step is learning how people grow that income into wealth instead of losing it to lifestyle and pressure. In the next chapter, we will explore how people manage money, control expenses, and build financial stability in a high-cost, high-opportunity environment. This chapter is critical because earning money in Dubai is only half the equation. while managing it correctly determines whether people build wealth or remain financially stressed. In this chapter, you will learn how people control expenses in a high-cost city. You will understand why many high earners still struggle financially. You will learn how discipline creates freedom. You will discover why budgeting matters more in Dubai. You will understand how lifestyle pressure affects decisions. You will learn how successful people protect cash flow. You will see how systems replace impulse. You will understand why savings are strategic. You will learn how financial buffers reduce stress. You will gain insight into common money mistakes. You will understand how habits shape outcomes. And by the end of this chapter, you will know how money is managed successfully in Dubai. Dubai's cost of living exposes poor money management quickly, because expenses can rise faster than income without discipline. Housing consumes large portions of income. Transportation costs add up. Social pressure encourages spending. Dining and entertainment are expensive. Lifestyle inflation is common. Credit is easily accessible. Financing masks instability. Many underestimate recurring costs. Savings are often delayed. Emergency funds are neglected. Stress increases silently. Without control, income disappears. Awareness is the first defense. Successful individuals approach expenses intentionally rather than emotionally, because every spending decision affects long-term stability. They differentiate needs from wants. They budget realistically. They track expenses consistently. They avoid unnecessary upgrades. They resist comparison pressure. They choose value over appearance. They negotiate costs where possible. They plan large expenses in advance. They avoid impulse spending. They review spending regularly. They adjust habits proactively. Discipline becomes routine. Control creates flexibility. Lifestyle inflation is one of the biggest financial traps in Dubai, because visible success creates pressure to match appearances. Many increase spending with income. Luxury becomes normalized. Social comparison intensifies. Financial commitments grow. Fixed costs rise. Flexibility decreases. Stress increases. Savings shrink. Debt accumulates. True wealth is delayed. Successful people resist this trap. They grow lifestyle slowly. They prioritize freedom over display. This choice protects progress. Savings and buffers play a critical role in financial control. Because Dubai's fast pace demands flexibility and preparedness. Emergency funds reduce panic. Savings support opportunity. Buffers allow patience. Unexpected costs are common. Income fluctuations occur. Job security varies. Businesses face cycles. Cash reserves provide confidence. Stress decreases with preparation. Decisions improve with safety. Successful people save intentionally. They treat savings as protection. Security enables strategy. High earners who succeed financially use systems to manage money rather than relying on motivation alone. They automate savings. They separate accounts. They track net worth. They plan monthly allocations. They review finances regularly. They set spending limits. They align money with goals. They avoid emotional decisions. They follow rules consistently. Systems reduce mistakes. Discipline becomes easier. Structure replaces stress. Control becomes predictable. Debt management is another defining factor, because misuse of credit can quickly destroy progress in Dubai. Credit is widely available. Financing is normalized. Many underestimate long-term costs. Interest compounds silently. Obligations reduce flexibility. Successful individuals use debt cautiously. They avoid consumer debt. They evaluate leverage carefully. They prioritize repayment strategies. They understand true cost. They avoid debt for appearance. They use credit strategically. Control prevents crises. Money management in Dubai also requires long-term thinking because short-term comfort often conflicts with long-term freedom. Successful individuals plan years ahead. They align spending with goals. They invest surplus wisely. They avoid reactive decisions. They think beyond monthly cycles. They consider future responsibilities. They design stability intentionally. They sacrifice convenience for growth. They remain patient. They prioritize sustainability. Long-term thinking reduces regret. Discipline compounds quietly. Ultimately, people who manage money well in Dubai succeed, not because they earn the most, but because they control what they earn intelligently. Expenses are managed deliberately. Systems replace impulse. Discipline creates freedom. Savings protect opportunity. Buffers reduce stress. Debt is controlled. Habits support goals. Decisions become intentional. Confidence improves. Stability increases. wealth becomes possible. And when money is managed correctly, Dubai becomes an environment of opportunity rather than pressure. Now that you understand how money is earned and managed in Dubai, the next step is uncovering how people move beyond income and control to actually build wealth over time. In the next chapter, we will explore how investing works in Dubai, what people really invest in, and why patience and strategy matter more than hype. This chapter is important because earning and saving money alone does not create wealth, while investing and asset ownership would allow money to grow beyond personal effort. In this chapter, you will learn how people in Dubai transition from income to wealth building. You will understand the role of investments in long-term success. You will discover which assets are commonly used. You will learn why timing is less important than consistency. You will understand how risk is managed intelligently. You will learn why many people never move beyond saving. You will see how wealth is built quietly over time. You will understand how patience creates advantage. You will gain clarity on realistic expectations. You will learn how compounding works in practice. You will understand why strategy matters more than luck. And by the end of this chapter, you will see how wealth is intentionally built in Dubai. Real estate is one of the most common wealth-building tools in Dubai, but success depends on understanding demand, cash flow, and long-term planning rather than speculation. Investors study location carefully. They analyze rental demand. They focus on yield alongside appreciation. They avoid emotional buying. They manage leverage cautiously. They plan for holding periods. They reinvest rental income. They understand market cycles. They comply with regulations. They diversify property exposure. They treat property as part of a strategy. Real estate rewards patience more than speed. Business ownership is another major wealth-building pathway because equity allows income to scale beyond time for money exchange. Entrepreneurs reinvest profits rather than consume them. They build systems that generate cash flow. They focus on sustainable margins. They diversify revenue streams. They grow valuation over time. They understand exits are optional, not mandatory. They manage risk through structure. They prioritize long-term value. They avoid chasing vanity growth. They understand ownership compounds wealth. They reinvest consistently. They treat businesses as assets. Financial markets also play a role in wealth building, but only for those who approach them with discipline and education rather than emotion. Investors diversify across assets. They align investments with time horizons. They avoid excessive trading. They reinvest returns. They understand volatility is normal. They manage risk carefully. They avoid chasing trends. They maintain long-term strategies. They review portfolios periodically. They understand inflation impact. They focus on consistency. Markets reward patience over prediction. Wealth builders in Dubai understand that compounding is the most powerful force in finance, but it requires time, consistency, and restraint. Small investments grow significantly over years. Reinvested earnings accelerate growth. Discipline multiplies results. Interruptions slow progress. Emotional withdrawals reduce outcomes. Time smooths volatility. Consistency outperforms timing. Compounding rewards patience. Long-term focus reduces stress. Those who wait benefit most. Those who rush often fail. Understanding compounding changes behavior. Risk management is central to wealth building because losses can erase years of progress if not controlled. Successful individuals diversify assets. They limit exposure. They avoid over-leveraging. They maintain liquidity. They plan for downturns. They accept small losses early. They avoid all-in decisions. They assess downside first. They remain conservative when uncertain. They protect capital intentionally. They understand survival enables compounding. Risk control preserves opportunity. Another defining factor is alignment, because wealth-building strategies must match personal goals, income, stability, and lifestyle. Individuals define objectives clearly. They avoid copying others blindly. They understand personal risk tolerance. They adjust strategies over time. They balance growth and security. They avoid unnecessary complexity. They review alignment regularly. They adapt as life evolves. They prioritize sustainability. They remain patient. Alignment reduces regret. Strategy becomes personal. Ultimately, people build wealth in Dubai through intentional investing, disciplined ownership, and long-term thinking rather than shortcuts or speculation. Assets replace effort. Systems replace stress. Time multiplies results. Discipline protects progress. Strategy guides decisions. Risk is managed thoughtfully. Patience becomes advantage. Growth becomes predictable. Confidence replaces anxiety. Wealth becomes quiet. Freedom becomes realistic. And when wealth is built this way, money begins to work harder than the individual. Once wealth-building strategies are in place, the next reality is understanding why entrepreneurship plays such a central role in how people make serious money in Dubai. In the next chapter, we will explore how businesses are created, why entrepreneurship is so powerful here, and what separates those who succeed from those who struggle. This chapter is important because entrepreneurship is one of the most misunderstood yet powerful ways people make money in Dubai, offering both the greatest rewards and the greatest risks. In this chapter, you will learn why so many high earners are business owners. You will understand how businesses create leverage. You will discover why Dubai attracts entrepreneurs globally. You will learn what types of businesses thrive. You will understand why execution matters more than ideas. You will see how systems replace effort. You will learn why patience is essential. You will understand the risks involved. You will gain clarity on unrealistic expectations. You will learn why many businesses fail. You will understand what successful founders do differently. And by the end of this chapter, you will see why entrepreneurship plays such a central role in wealth creation. Dubai attracts entrepreneurs because it offers a results-driven environment, where businesses are rewarded for solving problems efficiently and at scale. Markets are competitive. Demand is diverse. Customers expect quality. Speed matters. Innovation is valued. Infrastructure supports execution. Regulation is structured. Global access is available. Talent is international. Opportunity spans industries. Growth is encouraged. Entrepreneurs are visible. The environment rewards action. Successful businesses in Dubai focus on solving real problems rather than chasing trends, because sustainability depends on demand rather than hype. Founders study customer needs. They validate ideas before scaling. They price based on value. They manage margins carefully. They build repeatable systems. They invest in customer experience. They adapt offerings quickly. They monitor performance metrics. They reinvest profits. They scale gradually. They remain disciplined. Execution defines outcomes. Entrepreneurship creates leverage because businesses can generate income beyond the founder's direct effort. Systems replace constant involvement. Teams multiply capacity. Automation increases efficiency. Processes ensure consistency. Revenue becomes repeatable. Growth becomes scalable. Ownership compounds value. Time is freed gradually. Income diversifies naturally. Control increases. Leverage builds wealth. This is why businesses outperform salaries long term. However, entrepreneurship also carries risk, especially for those who underestimate complexity or overestimate speed. Many founders struggle initially. Cash flow is unstable early on. Learning curves are steep. Mistakes are costly. Stress is common. Discipline is required. Patience is tested. Systems take time. Success is delayed. Support networks matter. Resilience is essential. Those who quit early fail. Successful entrepreneurs in Dubai manage risk through preparation, structure, and continuous learning rather than blind optimism. They test ideas before scaling. They manage finances carefully. They build buffers. They seek mentorship. They adapt to feedback. They remain flexible. They avoid emotional decisions. They focus on long-term sustainability. They invest in systems. They grow steadily. They understand failure teaches. Learning compounds. Another key factor is mindset, because entrepreneurs who succeed view setbacks as part of the process rather than reasons to stop. They remain committed during uncertainty. They refine strategies. They stay close to customers. They protect cash flow. They maintain discipline. They balance ambition with realism. They grow confidence through experience. They remain patient. They focus on execution. They avoid shortcuts. Mindset supports survival. Ultimately, entrepreneurship plays a central role in how people really make money in Dubai because it combines opportunity, leverage, and scalability when executed with discipline and structure. Businesses turn ideas into systems. Systems generate income. Ownership builds wealth. Time creates compounding. Risk is managed through learning. Discipline sustains progress. Patience enables growth. Execution determines success. Entrepreneurship rewards preparation. Wealth becomes intentional. Freedom becomes possible. And when done correctly, business becomes one of the most powerful paths to financial success in Dubai. Now that you understand how entrepreneurship drives serious income and wealth in Dubai, The next step is uncovering why skills and professional positioning often determine who succeeds fastest and most consistently. In the next chapter, we will explore how people turn expertise, specialization, and reputation into strong and reliable income streams in Dubai. This chapter is important because Dubai rewards value creation, not hard work alone, and people who earn the most are often those who position rare and in-demand skills correctly. In this chapter, you will learn why skills outperform effort. You will understand how expertise translates into income. You will discover why specialization matters. You will learn how positioning increases earning power. You will understand why generalists struggle in competitive markets. You will see how professionals command premium pay. You will learn why reputation compounds opportunity. You will understand how skills create leverage. You will gain clarity on long-term career strategy. You will learn how professionals scale income. You will understand why learning never stops. And by the end of this chapter, you will see how value determines income in Dubai. Dubai's market is highly competitive, which means average skills earn average income, while exceptional skills earn premium rewards. Employers seek results, not potential. Clients pay for solutions, not effort. Specialists outperform generalists. Scarcity increases value. Expertise shortens problem-solving time. Accuracy reduces risk. Speed increases efficiency. Quality builds trust. Reputation attracts opportunity. Skill depth matters more than credentials alone. Performance drives compensation. Continuous improvement sustains relevance. This environment favors those who invest in mastery. Many high earners in Dubai are professionals who monetized expertise, rather than relying solely on employment, because skills can be sold across multiple channels. Consultants package knowledge. Freelancers charge for outcomes. Advisors monetize experience. Trainers sell frameworks. Specialists solve high-impact problems. Skills scale through systems. Income diversifies naturally. Time leverage increases. Dependency on one employer decreases. Flexibility improves lifestyle. Reputation compounds earnings. This path rewards preparation over position. Positioning plays a critical role because how skills are presented often matters as much as the skills themselves. Professionals clarify their niche. They define value propositions clearly. They communicate benefits, not features. They demonstrate credibility through results. They use proof strategically. They build personal brands intentionally. They network with purpose. They align with the right markets. They avoid competing on price alone. They position as problem solvers. They attract higher quality clients. Positioning amplifies skill value. Learning is continuous for high earners, because Dubai's fast-moving economy quickly devalues outdated skills. Technology evolves rapidly. Market demand shifts. New tools emerge. Global competition increases. Those who stop learning fall behind. Adaptable professionals stay relevant. Upskilling increases resilience. Cross-functional knowledge adds value. Curiosity becomes an asset. Learning shortens transition time. Growth opportunities expand. Education compounds income. This mindset sustains long-term success. Another important factor is reputation, because trust accelerates income growth faster than marketing alone. Consistency builds credibility. Reliability attracts repeat business. Transparency strengthens relationships. Results create referrals. Professionalism differentiates competitors. Integrity protects long-term opportunity. Reputation reduces negotiation, friction. Networks open doors. Visibility increases reach. Trust commands premium pricing. Reputation compounds quietly. This asset cannot be rushed. Skilled individuals also understand how to protect income through diversification, because relying on a single client or employer increases vulnerability. Multiple clients reduce risk. Different income streams increase stability. Skills adapt across industries. Opportunities expand geographically. Flexibility increases security. Negotiation power improves. Stress decreases. Decision-making improves. Independence grows gradually. Income becomes resilient. This approach balances growth and safety. Ultimately, people who earn well in Dubai through skills succeed because they create measurable value, position themselves intentionally, and continue learning relentlessly. Skills attract income. Positioning multiplies opportunity. Reputation accelerates growth. Learning sustains relevance. Discipline builds mastery. Value replaces effort. Control replaces dependency. Stability replaces uncertainty. Confidence replaces competition. Income becomes intentional. And when skills are aligned with demand, success becomes repeatable. Now that you understand how skills and expertise generate strong income, the next step is exploring why networks, relationships, and access play such a powerful role in Dubai's success ecosystem. In the next chapter, we will uncover how connections influence opportunity, growth, and financial outcomes. This chapter is important because Dubai operates as a relationship-driven market, where access often determines speed and scale of success. In this chapter, you will learn why networks matter. You will understand how relationships open doors. You will discover how trust accelerates opportunity. You will learn why isolation slows progress. You will understand how access reduces friction. You will see how partnerships multiply results. You will learn how credibility spreads through networks. You will understand why visibility matters. You will gain insight into strategic networking. You will learn common mistakes people make. You will understand how relationships compound. And by the end of this chapter, you will see how access shapes success in Dubai. Dubai's business culture values relationships because trust reduces risk in a fast-moving, diverse environment. People prefer working with known entities. Referrals carry weight. Introductions shorten evaluation time. Reputation spreads quickly. Networks filter opportunity. Access saves time. Partnerships reduce cost. Collaboration accelerates growth. Trust improves execution. Isolation limits feasibility. Strong networks create leverage. Relationships act as currency. This dynamic rewards social intelligence. Successful individuals network intentionally rather than randomly, because quality matters more than quantity. They build relationships before needing them. They focus on value exchange. They listen more than they speak. They avoid transactional behavior. They follow up consistently. They maintain long-term connections. They respect time and boundaries. They seek alignment, not convenience. They invest in mutual benefit. They nurture trust gradually. They show reliability. This approach builds lasting access. Access to the right people dramatically changes opportunity flow, because decision-makers control resources, capital, and information. Investors open funding paths. Mentors shorten learning curves. Partners expand reach. Clients increase revenue. Advisors reduce mistakes. Insiders share insight. Gatekeepers influence outcomes. Access reduces trial and error. Growth accelerates with proximity. Opportunity multiplies through connection. Preparation meets exposure. Networks unlock leverage. Dubai's diverse population amplifies networking potential because global perspectives intersect in one ecosystem. Industries overlap. Cultures interact. Knowledge flows freely. Cross-border opportunities emerge. Collaboration becomes natural. Market understanding deepens. Innovation increases. Expansion becomes easier. Learning accelerates. Exposure improves adaptability. Diversity strengthens strategy. Networks become global assets. However, many fail to benefit from networks because they approach relationships with short-term intentions. Opportunism erodes trust. Inconsistency damages credibility. Poor communication limits growth. Taking without giving isolates individuals. Impatience breaks rapport. Authenticity is required. Value must be demonstrated. Time builds trust. Long-term thinking wins. Relationships require maintenance. Respect creates access. Discipline sustains networks. Strategic visibility also matters, because opportunities flow toward those who are seen as credible and active. Presence builds familiarity. Consistent engagement increases recognition. Thought leadership builds authority. Participation signals seriousness. Contribution builds goodwill. Visibility attracts inbound opportunity. Silence limits growth. Engagement must be intentional. Value-driven presence works best. Authentic visibility compounds over time. Access improves with clarity. Ultimately, people who succeed in Dubai understand that relationships amplify effort and accelerate results when built with integrity and patience. Networks create access. Access creates opportunity. Trust reduces friction. Visibility attracts growth. Collaboration multiplies impact. Consistency builds credibility. Long-term focus strengthens bonds. Value exchange sustains relationships. Isolation limits potential. Connection expands reach. And when networks are cultivated intentionally, success becomes faster and more sustainable. Now that you understand income, skills, investments, entrepreneurship, and networks, the final step is bringing everything together into a clear and realistic picture of how people truly succeed long-term in Dubai. In the final chapter, we will integrate all these elements into a practical understanding of sustainable success. This final chapter is important because success in Dubai is not driven by a single factor, but by the integration of mindset, income, skills, systems, and discipline over time. In this chapter, you will learn why consistency matters more than intensity. You will understand how structure creates stability. You will discover why long-term thinking protects success. You will learn how all pathways connect. You will understand why shortcuts fail. You will see how sustainable success is built. You will learn why discipline compounds results. You will understand how patience reduces risk. You will gain clarity on realistic expectations. You will learn how to avoid common traps. You will understand what truly lasts. And by the end of this chapter, you will see the complete picture of success in Dubai. People who truly succeed in Dubai focus on building systems rather than chasing moments, because systems create repeatable outcomes. Income systems stabilize cash flow. Business systems scale effort. Investment systems grow wealth. Skill systems maintain relevance. Financial systems protect progress. Systems reduce stress. Systems increase predictability. Systems replace luck. Consistency improves outcomes. Discipline sustains execution. Structure supports growth. This approach separates survivors from long-term thinking plays a defining role, because Dubai rewards those who plan years ahead rather than reacting to immediate pressure. Successful individuals delay gratification. They reinvest earnings. They build buffers. They manage risk. They avoid emotional decisions. They think beyond appearances. They remain patient. They allow compounding. They focus on sustainability. They resist urgency. They refine strategies gradually. Time becomes an ally. Another key factor is adaptability, because Dubai evolves rapidly and rigid thinking leads to decline. Successful people monitor trends. They adjust skills. They pivot businesses. They update strategies. They remain curious. They embrace change. They avoid complacency. They seek feedback. They learn continuously. They refine execution. Adaptability preserves relevance. Learning sustains growth. Consistency separates success stories from short-lived wins, because repeated disciplined action outperforms bursts of effort. Small actions compound. Habits shape outcomes. Discipline reduces mistakes. Momentum builds gradually. Reliability creates trust. Trust attracts opportunity. Confidence increases. Progress becomes visible over time. Stability replaces volatility. Consistency becomes reputation. Success becomes predictable. People who fail often chase shortcuts, trends, or appearances, because impatience clouds judgment and increases risk. Hype replaces strategy. Emotion replaces discipline. Debt replaces structure. Image replaces stability. Speed replaces learning. Short-term wins collapse. Pressure increases. Stress compounds. Regret follows. Sustainable paths are ignored. Understanding this prevents costly mistakes. Awareness protects progress. Ultimately, people really make money in Dubai by aligning value creation, discipline, systems, and patience within a demanding but opportunity-rich environment. Skills create income. Systems protect earnings. Investments build wealth. Businesses create leverage. Networks open doors. Discipline sustains progress. Time compounds effort. Structure replaces chaos. Awareness replaces illusion. Strategy replaces guessing. And when these elements work together, success in Dubai becomes realistic, repeatable, and sustainable rather than accidental. Before we conclude, take a moment to reflect on everything you have learned throughout this audio, because understanding how people really make money in Dubai is not about copying lifestyles or chasing headlines, but about seeing the full picture with clarity and realism. In how people really make money in Dubai, you have explored the truth behind income, money management, investing, entrepreneurship, skills, networks, and long-term strategy, gaining a realistic understanding of what actually works in one of the world's most competitive and opportunity-rich environments. You have learned that success in Dubai is not automatic, not guaranteed, and not based on appearance, but built through value creation, discipline, systems, and patience over time. You now Understand why some people thrive while others struggle in the same city. Why income alone is not enough. Why structure matters more than excitement. And why long-term thinking separates sustainable success from temporary wins. This audiobook has given you clarity instead of illusion and frameworks instead of assumptions, allowing you to approach opportunity with confidence rather than confusion. As you move forward, remember that real progress begins when knowledge is applied consistently, not when it is merely consumed. So start by aligning your skills with demand, managing your money intentionally, building systems around income, and remaining patient as results compound. Avoid shortcuts that promise speed without structure. Focus on learning, execution, and discipline. Build relationships with integrity. If this audiobook has helped you see Dubai more clearly and provided real value, we invite you to support Frima Audiobooks by subscribing to the channel so you never miss future audiobooks focused on money, business, mindset, and opportunity. Please like this audiobook to help it reach others who are searching for honest insights instead of hype. Share it with someone who is curious about Dubai or planning their financial journey here. And leave a comment to tell us where you are listening from or what insights stood out to you the most. Because your engagement helps this channel grow and allows us to continue creating meaningful, practical content. Thank you for listening to Frima Audiobooks, where clarity replaces illusion and knowledge becomes direction. And remember that success is not about where you are, but about how intentionally you choose to build from this point forward.